Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Let's go!
You told me that I was amazing.
Hey guys, it's your girl Mikayla Johnson with That's So Mikayla. I brought a special guest in today. He is a recording artist, business owner, CEO, songwriter, and producer. It is my pleasure to present
Tremar. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
I originally grew up in Fayetteville, which is where I kind of like got in my first scene of hip hop. Being J. Cole was the only artist really to come out of Fayetteville, so I got to watch him come up. So seeing that made me basically want to pursue what he did and do what he was able to accomplish. And as time went on, I came to Charlotte, started working with like Elevation Church and doing little things like that, learning music, learning guitar, lots of music theory. But by the time I got to high school, I started producing for myself, producing for my friends, making music with just a bunch of people. And it's got me up to this point right now.
Awesome. And how old are you?
I'm 19.
Awesome.
Yeah.
He is a young songwriter, producer, and recording artist, guys, and he's doing amazing things in this 2021 season. Being inspired from J. Cole, what have you learned and what are you looking to learn from in this career?
It's a lot of different things. I've learned a lot. A lot of it has to do with like people learning and learning just how to interact and try to build relationships with people and try to basically create something by ourselves. But I really want to learn most of, it's mainly from like a certain person that I like. Like I really like Quincy Jones as a producer and what he's done. And I want to know from his standpoint, like, how does he feel about how music's going, you know, with the artists that we have, and does he think that it's going in the correct direction? But also I really want to pick his mind and just ask him questions about music and what he's learned about the different moods that you can create, because ultimately to me, music is just an expression of feelings the same way that art is. And he's done music for Michael Jackson and movies and so many different artists. And I just want to ask him how, basically just, I just want to know his understanding of music, because I know it's far more advanced than many people who've come before him or after him.
Yeah, and it's so important as artists that even my mentor, he told me that you need to figure out who you want to be closest to and who you want to be like, and study them and figure out where you need to go and how you need to be in order to either surpass or be like them. Mm-hmm. And what are the stereotypes that you've gotten from being in this industry?
The biggest one, I guess, for being younger, you know, is people kind of assuming that I don't know as much as them. So it's almost like a big, what's the word I'm trying, like an ego battle. Everybody wants to think that I'm better than him, so they should listen to me and we should go this direction with tracks. But ultimately, it should be just an open-minded, just a project where everybody has the same amount of input and we all do what we want creatively. And a lot of people now just like to push me in a certain direction, have me go certain sounds, but I like to stay true to who I am and the sounds that I've always done my whole life and keep creating and building on what I have.
Yes. Now, someone in our audience probably has an amazing question, so we're going to head right to you guys.
Hi, Tre'mar. My name is Shiloh, and my question for you is, what made you want to start this career?
I guess I started music, like I said, when I was with Elevation Church, and I was doing a lot of live worship music and a lot of live band stuff, but I was really more interested in what happened, you know, behind the scenes with creating the music and recording this and what went into growing a production that they always put on. So I wanted to learn more and I wanted to do it for myself. So I kind of stepped away from what I was doing there and just focused on myself and focused on my own craft, because I knew that music is great and I love performing music and everything about it is just a great connector with people. But what I wanted to do was what I wanted to do. And it's kind of hard to do that. And I will say just in this world, but finding something that you like and continuing to do it is one of the greatest things that you can do in life. And I love doing that.
And our next member of the audience has a question for you.
Great.
Hi, Tre'mar. My question for you is, do you feel personally that due to your age, it's been harder for you to come up in the music industry?
Well, I would definitely say it's a little bit harder because of my age, but honestly, I would also feel that I'm like the starting age point for most major artists. Everybody likes to try to do it between like the 18 to 28 range in that area. But like I said earlier, a lot of the people have like an entitlement about themselves because they've been doing it longer than I have. But I feel as though if we really are just ultimately doing this for the music, even if we are trying to blow up and make money and do this and do that, but ultimately we're both here for the music. So I think we should look past that point as artists. It's a hard thing for people to do sometimes, but if we just got past that little thing and just got past our egos and everybody wanting to just be a little bit of more of a step ahead of everybody else, I feel as we'd all benefit better. But it just doesn't happen a lot in Charlotte.
It doesn't. And I feel like it's so hard to find people with that mindset that kind of can collaborate together, because we all have, I'm going to do it for me, not for you, or what can I get from you to make me better. Exactly. I feel like it's so much harder to come together. Mm-hmm. And let's go on to that next question.
Hi, my name is Sydney, and I was wondering, how did you feel when COVID-19 started?
When COVID kind of kicked in, I was still a senior in high school, and I was trying to figure out my after-school plans. And all of it was kind of leading towards me going to college of some sort for hopefully music production. But as time went on, I saw, like everything's kind of shut down. I'd be paying all this crazy money just to do online classes, and there's no real point in doing that. So as soon as COVID struck and I was stuck inside my house, I just began working, and I started working on different projects, all different genres, just trying to create a different sound and find something that I really liked. And in doing it, it kind of sparked my career. I started finding new artists in the city and finding different promoters, and everybody was starting to I was getting traction for my name in the city. And it was awesome. I did it pretty quickly because a lot of the people who have been trying to break the music scene have been doing it for years, and it's just hard for them to do it. But luckily for me, I was able to get in there and try to basically create a name for myself.
Awesome. And what is your dream venue?
A lot of people would say like Madison Square Garden or Staples Center, but honestly, I want to sell out the Crown Arena in Fayetteville, North Carolina, because they don't allow a lot of shows there in Fayetteville anyways. So when J. Cole had the 2014 Forest Hills Drive concert there, it was a big moment because they're like, wow, they're letting J. Cole go into Fayetteville at this big old arena, perform for everybody. And I feel as though going back to my hometown and doing that would just be a great moment for me.
It would be very great, and I feel like it would be memorable, not just for you, but for everyone around here. Even our audience will be really, really excited about that, because it'll be something that we sat here, you said it, and then it happened.
Yeah, pretty awesome.
Okay, so you have a family business called Zero Gravity Records. Tell us a little bit about it.
So Zero Gravity Records is a label that me and my dad created ourselves. Because we've seen how everybody it's kind of split with everybody saying like, yes, go big label, no, go big label. But ultimately, I think that until we get to that point to where labels are truly in discussion, that we should create our own and do exactly what they're doing and just create the habits that they're going to expect from our artists. And we're already doing that. And it was a great way to promote ourselves and promote my music and music of artists that we have in Charlotte, because, there's a lot of people who are very serious about music, but can never get that platform. So I want to grow my own platforms where I can give people that platform. I said it like 4 times, but I want to do that for people.
And what can you expect if I was to come into your company? What can someone expect from you?
We're even though we are very relaxed and we're very down to earth people, we are very serious about what we do, and we want the best for everybody who comes and works with us. It's not just us. We believe that everybody who's working with us has a main goal and an image that they want for themselves, or a vision that they have for themselves. And when you work with us or when we work with you, we want to accomplish that goal to the fullest extreme and possible, or the strongest possibility as possible. If that even makes sense. But I love having the label because it's something that I can say that I grew myself, and as an artist, having that as another way of basically thinking of it like, yeah, it's another moneymaker. It's another way that I can grow myself in what I'm doing in my own businesses.
And I have one more audience member question. On to you.
Tre'mar, I'm Samaya, and my question for you is, what advice do you have for those?
the advice that I would give an up and coming artist is just it's usually the same for me, but it's focus on your craft, because that's what's ultimately going to get you to wherever you want to go. You have to display your talents in a way in your music that showcases all of you as an artist, and that can be a hard thing to do, especially for somebody trying to find their voice or find the sound that they want to go with music. But if you just spend that time in the studio just working on different things, creating different sounds, even if it sounds bad, you can always think back to that and, hey, I can use it in this way and create it, make it sound better. So definitely work on your craft and stay open-minded, and try not to be discouraged, because there's going to be a lot of discouragements that you run into, but that's just the game that we're in.
Yeah, and your passion. Don't leave your passion. Never, ever, ever leave your passion, guys. Speaking of Zero Gravity Records, I have a special guest, Quintavious.
And here we have Quintavious. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
What's going on? Quintavious, first artist on Zero Gravity Records. I've been friends with Tre'mar for a long time. Since I moved down here. I'm originally from Baltimore, but I moved to Charlotte around middle school, and that's where me and Trey met. We've been doing like performances and everything in school since we was like, I don't even know, like 8th grade, 13, 12, something like that. And we've been doing it ever since. For real.
Awesome. And I heard you have a new album in the making.
Yeah. I got a new album on the way. It's called 19. It's coming soon. We had to push it back for a lot of different reasons, but
a lot of different reasons, but ultimately, it's a great project.
Yeah,
I've messed with project.
It's great. Yeah, it's great. It's something different.
It is.
It's something different. It's gonna make you change your outlook on a lot of like things, bro.
Sure.
And your chemistry in the studio. Tell us a little bit about that.
The chemistry in the studio is just exactly what you like. It's no difference. You know what I mean? Like, if you were to see us on the street, the way we're interacting with each other is how we're interacting at all times. So when he's in the booth, when he starts messing up, I'm on him. When I start messing up and he's outside, he starts getting on me. But I mean, it's a fun process. It's fun.
Yeah, it's fun.
And what's great is a lot of our outtakes end up in those actual songs, you know, because it just creates the track, creates the environment.
Yeah. Honestly, we just bounce off each other like a good vibe, like, because when we grew up, we listened to different types of music. Like, he listened to like more like 90s type. I was listening to that too, but like that wasn't what I was rocking with. I was like listening to more like hip hop. When it was coming out, like Drake when it came out, Migos when they came out, I was already listening to them. Like Kanye, that's my favorite. So like once we get in the studio, he does something different, I do something different, but it comes together in a weird way.
Yeah. It's just it's a combination of two, I don't want to say two different sounds, but just two artists that every time that we make a track, it's never the same thing. We always like to try something different.
And I had the pleasure of seeing them in the studio together. So can we get a little sneak peek, guys?
Sure. I'm gonna do a hook to one of my songs. This is called Who You Trust. It's on all platforms on my album 1 AM in Paris. And this is also the main song we're being pushed with Fat Joe. But and who you trust when you come from nothing? I gotta grind to the top, so I just keep the hustle. I know I got some regrets, but ain't no changing that. I gotta look to the future, there ain't no looking back. So give me Givenchy and that Louis V. I know that I'll make them proud when they look at me. So please don't turn your back on me. You the one that I trust, I'll make you proud, mama, yeah.
Woo! That's what I'm talking about. What about you?
Yeah. I'll do a verse from one of my favorite songs. It's called Superstar.
Yes, sir.
Undefeated in the game, I can't take a loss. Dolce Gabbana, the jacket, I be in your flag, you can take it off. I'm from the trenches, I was never taught to play it soft. 0G the label, and he treat me like a boss. Me and B sipping bottles, I ain't talking Voss. Then we pass around exotic, now I'm feeling cross. Then I buy another handle, I don't care the cost. Now it's me and Trey, and we shopping Neiman Marcus. Started from the ashes, yeah, I taught him how to spark it. Being rich easy, but the wealthy is a target. When it comes to the money, my music is the market.
Do either of you guys have any closing remarks or advice for our audience?
I'll close it out once saying I had a great time here. It was fun. I always like just speaking with people, just learning about others. But I have an album out now, 1 a.m. in Paris, on all platforms, Spotify, Apple Tidal. I have an album in the works right now. Kind of, it's going to be a little bit of a delay because I'm building my own studio, but I'll be recording it out of there. We got all that going on. And last thing I'll say to the audience again is just keep working. Don't be discouraged by a lot of people because, like I said, a lot of people will try to bring you down and tell you things that you aren't going to like, but sometimes you need to hear those things to grow yourself as a person. So that's all I'll say.
Awesome. Check his links down below. How about you?
All I want to say is just keep a lookout for Zero Gravity.
Honestly,
We on the way up. It don't matter what artists on there. We're going to be gathering people. We're going to have a little squad. Something like the Avengers. You better look out for that.
I'm Black Panther.
But we doing our thing this year. Quintavious, Tremar, Zero Gravity.
2021 gang. Where can we find you guys on social media?
You can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and now I got a TikTok all on Tremar_official, TREMAR_official.
How about you?
You can find me anywhere at Quintavious ZG. So Quintavious QUINTAVIOUS ZG, Zero Gravity.
And also follow the Zero Gravity Records Instagram page is ZeroGravity_records.
Go follow them, go subscribe, go check it out.
I'm gonna show you how we do shoe cam. We're back. Let's do that dance and flow challenge.
I seen them out, seen the pair. It's my life that I chose. Probably they frozen, smoking that boat. Beaten and broken, lost and I'm hopeless. Seen them paths to my life that I chose. Now my diamonds, they is frozen. Smoking that potent, high as the stars, and I feel like I'm floating. I'm making noise and you hear the commotion. I'm making plays, put that shit in motion. Used to this shit, can't see the emotion. The people that's lurking, I swear they the close. And broken, lost and I'm hopeless. Seen them paths to my life that I chose. Now my diamonds, they is frozen. Smoking that potent, high as the stars, and I feel like I'm floating. I'm making noise and you hear the commotion. I'm making plays, put that shit in motion. Used to this shit, can't see the emotion. The people that's lurking, I swear they the close. Over and over, I seen it again. No, you cannot be my friend. I'm too focused on making these M's, and you too focused on making that end. And deep in the cloud, they wasn't there, but in the ground. I'm always smoking, I'm losing these trying. They love that I'm pretty, they want me around. I'm way too used to just keeping it G. J with Q cause I stay on my P's. I'm hitting scenes, it's all of my G's. And I work for myself, I put me in the team. You couldn't believe my range amazing. I shoot like a Damon, my blaze. If bro got a rocket, I keep me a laser. I'm burning these streets cause I love me some paper. Beaten and broken, lost and I'm hopeless. Seen them paths to my life that I chose. Now my diamonds, they is frozen. Smoking that potent, high as the stars, and I feel like I'm floating. I'm making noise and you hear the commotion. I'm making plays, put that shit in motion. Used to this shit, can't see the emotion. The people that's lurking and broken, lost and I'm hopeless. Seen them paths to my life that I chose. Now my diamonds, they is frozen. Smoking that potent, high as the stars, and I feel like I'm floating. Crazy how shit change up. Crazy how I may not treat one love. Chopper got this thing and they want my buzz. Can't say I'm blame cause I'm way too thug. Lots of summer in the Nike runners. Now we counting up a couple hundred. She like my status, I would never cuff her. I just call her up and the undercover. I had to go through them hard days. Now I got seats on the floor at the Barclays. Only there when my dogs play. Boom, drunk a banner, I'm dripping that Dolce. All different colors, I mix them like plaid. Burberry dressing from head to my head. Road to the races, I stay on the track. If the shit was a race, then I'm first in it back. Never been in love.
Hey, Trill, you went dumb on this one, man.
I got this chick I call Karina. I give her good, give a big one like a FEMA. Plus she got that whopping, talking Aquafina. And I drive her out just so I can go and see her. Cause she got me in my feelings, yeah. Riding 85, following my intuition, yeah. Got me fully focused, put my key in the ignition, yeah. Riding round in circles, forcing me into submission, yeah. And I know that this life ain't meant for you. We should be together, no matter the weather. Yeah, you're not the same, not the same girl. You're not the same girl. And I've been caught on you, don't know what to do. No. But I know I'm coming back down when I'm coming back in town to you. I'm coming coming back in town. Don't come at me with no regular, you gotta have the stamina. Show me what you working with, I put you on my calendar. Dodge that bull like Matador. Tell me what you crying for, you for the greatest young king, I know you fell in love. And tell me what I'm supposed to do for ya. Pick you up in that two-seated coupe for ya. Swiping digits on that Visa, get that Gucci for ya. Running cities with my niggas and they showing me love. I'm on that bang shit, running with that stainless. Got 100 shooters in my pocket like I'm dangerous. Deal grab, we ain't that ain't true. AMG Mercedes pulling them into the mansion. I know that this life ain't meant for you. We should be together, no matter the weather. Yeah, you know the same. And I've been caught on you, don't know what to do. No. But I know I'm coming back down when I'm coming back in town to you. I'm coming back in town to you. I'm coming back in town to you. Can I coming back in town to you? Coming back, yeah, yeah. I'm coming back in town to you.
Check out Beast Made Magazine.
Check out Beast Made Magazine, the website. Who's gonna be next?
Who's gonna be next?
It's gonna be you. See you next time on That's So Mikayla. Bye!
Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Let's go!
You told me that I was amazing. I got on my knees, begging you please. How could you tease? Telling old lies. How could you?
Check out Beast Made Magazine. Who's gonna be next?
Few minutes later, a little longer than a few minutes later, then by sheer coincidence.
Who's gonna be next?
It's gonna be you.
I'm Mikayla Johnson from That's So Mikayla. I am looking for indie artists and dancers to be featured on my show to showcase your talent. That's right, I want you guys to showcase your talent. Indie artists, meet dancers. Go check out That's So Mikayla. Bye!
I got on my knees, begging you please.